All right, episode 6, The Legend of Vox Machina. And I should have done this with my other reviews. This is spoiler. All these reviews are going to be spoiler. Maybe I should put that in the title. I think I will from now on, just in case there's people that haven't watched the show yet and they're curious how other people feel about it that aren't Critical Role fans. That was not a proper statement. I don't know much about Critical Role, so I'm not a critter, and I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I just haven't watched them much. All right, so spoiler review. Now, when this episode started, man, Resistance, they get attacked by a giant. They're talking about the giant, and that's the giant that I saw in episode 5, the Shadow. And I was wondering what it was, and I was pretty certain it was a giant, and it ended up being a giant. So they're talking about how to take back their land, their city from the Briarwoods, and this big giant crashes the party, and man, this giant is just popping heads off, chewing heads off, and just crazy scene right there from the start of the episode. Crazy scene. They get a bunch of them get arrested. The one gets arrested, sent to this prison, and he gets interrogated, and that happens later on. But that one part, man, one part right here where the one giant walks past, and the Vox Machina are hiding in an alley, and Scanlan tells the big guy,
Grog, you're part giant. Can you vouch for us?
Oh, what? Because we all know each other?
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of.
That's like if I'm me as a Puerto Rican, right? There's a whole bunch of Hispanic people coming, right? And they all have weapons and stuff like that, and they're about to do some crazy stuff, or they're about to rob a store or do something, and somebody's like, oh, you're Puerto Rican, why don't you go talk to them? What, they gonna listen to me because I'm Puerto Rican and I'm Hispanic? No, that's not happening. So I found that funny. And then they find this lady, and she's part of the Resistance, and they end up teaming up together. And then they find this other lady, and if it seems like she's like I don't know what to call her. I don't know what to call her, but she seems like she can sense. She notices Percy. She can sense what's inside of him. She knows that he changed. And that's what it seems like anyway. I don't know if that's how it is, but it seems like she can sense the evil within him. And I think that just the evil comes from what he had to deal with, losing his family, watching his family get slaughtered. So he didn't just lose his family. He actually watched them getting slaughtered. And the guy's name that they captured is Ultra Ball, and he was an old friend. Yeah, old friend of Percy. So they're talking about holy and having faith, and they don't have their healer anymore. Pike is trying to get her power back, and it's not happening. And then she finds out that it wasn't Lady Briarwood that cursed her. It's something within her that's causing this blockage from the Everlight. So she can't channel the Everlight anymore, and there's something within her. And what is she gonna have to do to get this back? She's gonna have to prove herself. What? But I said on one of my other reviews, it just seems like she wasn't really appreciating. Maybe that's what it is. She wasn't appreciating what she had, the Everlight, and that's why the Everlight said, you know what, I'm gonna take the power away from you until you can prove to me that you're worthy again, and I'll give it back to you. Or maybe it has to do with the fact that the little kid died. The little kid died, but she was able, in the first episode, the little kid died. She couldn't heal him. She didn't have the strength to heal him. But she was able to heal Vex when they were fighting the vampires. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with her. I don't know what's going on within Pike that's causing her these issues. I have no idea. but she'll figure it out soon, and she'll join the group when they least expect it, when it's really needed. Maybe when the group is all messed up and they're on the battlefield and they're all about to die from wounds, and she shows up and she has powers like never before, from talking to the Everlight and just finding that power again within her, and she'll heal everybody with ease, at ease. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I think that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna show up out of nowhere when the whole team is beat up and heal them all, and they're gonna end up winning. I didn't think that we're gonna actually fight the vampires in this episode, but there was a nice prison break. There's a nice prison break scene, sneaking around, trying to break these guys out of prison, and the whole resistance ends up coming and helping them with this prison break. They were actually just trying to get one person out. They saw everybody that was still in prison, and they ended up helping them out. Keyleth, that's the green girl. Thank you for helping me out with her name in the comment section. I'll probably still call her Green Girl every once in a while, because I actually have it written here, and I don't have a cheat sheet yet. And I'm gonna get one, so I know everybody's name and just have a pictures by their names, just so I know who I'm talking about. But you guys, I think I'm descriptive enough to know, so you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you guys know when I say Green Girl who I'm talking about. So. Man, this guy, this big guy comes in the prison and rips the guy's ear off. He's trying to find out where Vox Machina is, because they know Vox Machina is in the city, and that's obvious from the people hanging from the tree. They know, the Briarwoods know that Vox Machina are coming for them. They know they're in the city. That's why they hung those people up from the tree. And Keyleth can hear some type of birds. She says something about some birds, and she's trying to speak to them. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know, because the tree's dead. Everything in the city's dead. It's completely dark. It was a beautiful city once. Now it's terrible. So maybe if the tree comes back to life, it'll bring life back to the city. I think that's how it is, because I remember Percy saying something about how the tree gives life to everything, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but and they go on the sneak mission, and it was a good scene, man. That last scene with Percy and what is his name? Captain Stonefell. Oh man, that was a great scene right there. Right? And the gun, and I noticed this when I was doing my review, when I was editing my review of the last episode 5. The names on his gun. The names on his guns of people that he wants to kill. And one of those names was Captain Stonefell. So he sees Captain Stonefell, and he leaves the group to try to go after him, to try to kill him. Man, this is his chance to get revenge on people. Then that mask right there, man. That mask. Man. That's a scary mask, man. If I see somebody wearing that mask, man, that's a scary mask. But I forgot to mention, man, this dude with the hammer, he doesn't seem like he's a big deal. What I mean by that, he doesn't seem like a dude that can be too hard to kill. He doesn't seem like he's hard to kill, like Steven Seagal. And he doesn't seem like it, right? So I'm watching him kill all these people, and I'm thinking to myself, what is going on? Like, how is it so hard to kill this little toad dude? Like, this guy is nothing. It just seems like he's nothing. All right? And he kills the lady. Just smashes her head open. You see her brains, and man, he just uses that hammer and destroys that lady. But Percy, he says, you know what? I'm not letting him get away, man. I need to kill him. I need to kill him because he wronged me, man. And this dude is Percy brings up, that's before the toad guy knew that it was Percy, because he was wearing a mask. He brought up the fact that he brought up his his past. But it says something. I don't remember exactly what he said. I apologize.
I am vengeance for the Dorolos.
And the guy said, oh, you're bringing back great memories, something like that. And that's just going to make him more mad. So he just shoots him and kills him. And he is mad. He points the gun at Vex, and they're just arguing back and forth. And then Archibald comes after Percy says something about him being the last survivor, and he mentions Percy has a sister that's still alive, Cassandra, Percy's sister, still alive. And where's she at? She's with the Briarwoods. Is she a vampire? Is she's gonna be mind controlled? Right? She has to be mind controlled because she doesn't want to be there. I'm assuming. I mean, it could be a strange twist where she actually wants to be with the Briarwoods. I don't know yet. We'll find out next week. But from what I see here, it seems like she's thinking about her brother, and then Lady Briarwood comes and says,
Cassandra, I'm sure you've heard about your brother, but this changes nothing.
Yeah, it was another great episode. Great scenes. It seems like all these episodes are going to have some type of fight scene or action scene in them. There hasn't been one episode that hasn't had a fight scene in it or some type of action scene. And the comedy is still going to be a factor. Of course, there was some parts in here where that had me laughing. And yeah, man, this is great. It's great. Another great episode. And I'm excited for episodes 7, 8, and 9. So we get 7, 8, and 9. And then we get 10, 11, and 12. Okay. I'm down. I'm down for it. So we have 2 more weeks of Vox Machina. And after this episode, I want to find out. I want to know what's going on with Percy's sister. How does she survive? Because in his flashback, it seemed like she was pelted with a bunch of arrows and she was dead. He thought she was dead, but she's alive and she's with the Briarwoods, helping him out or being mind controlled or something like that. And we'll get to find out next week. Man, I do like the fact that they're not putting out 1 episode a week, especially the episodes are only half an hour long. Half an hour long episodes. You watch 3 of them. That's only an hour and a half. And that's it. That's it. I like it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Which of these 3 episodes this week was your favorite? Me, I gotta say probably the second episode was my favorite episode. So far, out of all the episodes, man, that's a hard one. I might have to tell you on my next review. I have to actually think about that one. But the 3 episodes this week, episode 2 was my favorite one for this week. So I appreciate you guys watching. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Twitch.tv/Treadnlightly if you want to catch me live over there. I stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those links are in the description below. Feel free to follow me on all those platforms. And that's it. That is it. I also have a merch store. Go check out my merch store if you have extra money to spend. Really appreciate all the people that have been supporting this channel. Buying merchandise and just watching and liking and subscribing, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell, and I will be back next week with episodes 7, 8, and 9. My reviews coming on Thursday night. So I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Be safe and have a good one.